It was a big old box. It was a big old box. We kept it under the bed.
Ordinary gentleman here. What's up? We got Cy, George, me, Tom. We got a special guest in today. His name is Lucci.
Hey.
Carlucci. Chris, whatever you want.
A.K.A. the Italian Stallion.
Hey.
A.K.A. the George Killer.
Hey.
But hold on, I do want to go back because George was telling us a story.
All right, digress.
Well, no, I was just saying, Hooked on Phonics did work.
How long did you use Hooked on Phonics?
How long did you use Hooked on Phonics for?
What grades?
I don't know,
were you
maybe
in?
like a week.
That was it?
A week?
Yeah.
You kept the box under the bed for a whole week.
No, I kept the box under there for like a couple years, but we only used it for a week because they realized I didn't need it.
Because it worked.
Because it did work. It might have just worked.
Do they still have that?
Because you smart.
Is Hooked on Phonics still a product you can buy?
That's an excellent
I don't know.
question.
That's a good question.
The better question
I don't see the commercials
is Muzzy
anymore.
still
Is
a product
Muzzy
you
still?
can buy?
I don't even know.
Do you
what that
remember
is.
Muzzy?
Never
I
heard
have
of
no
it.
idea.
You don't
what that
remember?
is.
L'issue la jouvie. That's not a English he's speaking. That's French, and this is Muzzy.
What?
They were like monsters that like taught you different languages.
I've never heard of this.
You've never heard of that?
No.
That was like a '90s thing. That's like back when Zoo Books was out and shit.
Yeah, that was like the WWB in the morning kind of thing.
Yeah, Kids WB.
The WWB.
Oh, I forgot.
The
Size
frog?
tell
You
him
talking
about
I
about
forgot.
frog?
Size Spanish. He doesn't know any of
Are
that
we talking
shit.
about the frog?
The
He
only
already
thing I
knows
remember,
another language.
The only thing I remember on the WB was Wayne's Brothers.
Oh, and Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
What? that was on there?
Animaniacs, you don't remember? Dude,
Oh,
those
Animaniac shows. Freakazoid.
Animaniacs. Yeah,
Freakazoid.
Earthworm
That's
Jim.
WB?
Damn, WB has some hits.
Yeah.
The Tick.
The
Oh,
Tick.
The Tick.
Yep.
Cy doesn't know any of this shit.
Jesus.
I didn't. I
Was
just
there like a
hated it.
Spanish equivalent of the Kids WB?
Nickelodeon Espanol.
Or was it like the 20s and you guys just listened to the radio dreaming of a day that something would be shown on television?
No, we had basic cable. No, we had normal channels growing up, though.
So your dad wasn't that cheap growing up?
Nah, we had channels. I think it was just cheaper then.
You had a TV.
It was just cheaper than
Yeah.
now. It's just way too
You
expensive.
had a
like, hell
TV.
no.
You had a TV back in the day where you had to smack the shit out of it on the side of it for it to work.
That's right. Yeah,
did
it
have
still
antennas
had
when
the
I-
turn
We did.
dial on
I
it.
remember antennas when I was real little.
It was a big brown TV.
When it was still a piece of furniture, not really an actual
It was
television.
definitely a furniture.
Yeah.
It was like
still
wood grain.
Yeah, it was
wood
still,
grain all
yeah,
around.
It was still a hunk of wood with knobs on it in your house.
You got to polish it.
It took a forklith to actually move it in and out of the house.
That's what you did, George. You polished your radio.
Yeah, you got to polish it, man.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
With a little bit of wood lemon zest.
Wood.
I know
What's
exactly what he's talking about, though.
I do, but it, just the way he explained, that sounds like if you were to get that from like the dollar store, that's what they would call it.
Yeah,
Right.
the
Like
cheap version.
wood lemon zest.
Wood
You're like,
lemon
nice,
zest.
$1.
It's equal to
It just
pine
dri-
sol.
Exactly.
It's the equivalent, except it actually just dries the wood out.
Right.
Even worse than it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's
That's like buying the cereal. I don't know.
I don't even know what that meant.
All right. Well,
how do you go from wood lemon zest to you're
I
talking
think he was
about
trying to go like with the generic brand
Yeah,
kind of thing. Like
you're talking
Appreciate
about
Hib
you're
and-
talking about when they like basically like those companies buy the legit and then they repackage it in the big plastic bags.
Is
are
that
just
what it
on the
is?
rack.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they're
shit.
pretty. They're supposed to be pretty similar always.
They are. I mean, we're
But
getting to the equivalency.
As an
of,
adult, do you guys get off-brand cereal now?
no,
Yes.
hell no.
I never do.
No, fuck
certain
no.
depends on which one.
I get
Bro, when you
Frosted
got
Flakes.
kids out here,
I'm
bro,
not
you
getting-
gotta. Sometimes you gotta get that generic, bro.
The paycheck's a little short.
That paycheck
Hey,
a
we
little
go.
tight. You gotta
This
you
is-
gotta get that dollar cereal. You
this
know,
is-
you gotta feed the chaps.
Yeah, but this
bro.
is coming from George, who doesn't tip anybody.
This is true.
That's
You
where
know what
his
I'm
tip
saying?
money
Like-
went.
I do tip.
Well, he was forced to tip on Saturday. He didn't get a choice on
He
that
was forced to tip.
So we all went out to dinner, guys' dinner. We do it yearly. Well, we do it twice a year, so semi-yearly.
Yeah. Yeah, we have our guys' dinner on, fortunately for all of us, George was forced to pay his tip.
Well, we don't know
because-
if he did.
No, he had to.
Oh, yeah, it was already
It
on
was
there.
already on the. It was already on the receipt. It was already
20%
into
Was
it.
it 20? I
Gratuity.
thought
20.
I thought it was supposed to be 15%. So you guys are wrong.
Where are you
We-
getting
we
15%
said
from?
20.
Did you
On the
make-
last
did you
podcast,
just
y'all
make-
said 15%.
No,
we
you're a
didn't.
liar. You're a liar.
Go
That's how I
listen.
know you don't listen to this shit. You're a liar.
Well, here's
definitely
what
didn't.
my personal opinion is. The guy heard us talking about how George didn't tip in the beginning. He made up some
Yeah, he did
bullshit
catch
about
us.
how,
The guy walked up
parties
on
over
us.
this number get automatic gratuity.
Yeah.
See, he's smart. He knows how to play.
But didn't George ask if he's allowed to put a negative number?
Yeah, like George was like, "Can I put like -6 on the tip?" I'm like, "I don't think that's
That would
how
be
that
funny
works."
as shit if somebody did that though.
Scratch out the total and put your own number in there.
Yeah, then they would just be like, yeah, that's not how that works.
And just still charge you normal.
I just still charge you the same price. I mean, how are you gonna know?
Well, I'm glad he told us because I was actually going to put another tip in there. I think I would have been.
I was too. I was.
I think
halfway
I
about to
definitely
write it.
would have been upset.
I was getting ready to pull out the phone, do a little bit of math there.
Yeah, so George was trying to peek at everyone else's shit too.
So it's 20%.
It felt
It's
like
20%.
elementary school again. You had to cover up with the menu, and a
20%
couple
flat.
napkins on top. Make sure you didn't see
Yeah.
what you were tipping.
Did you guys enjoy the dinner?
It was
Oh
good,
my
man.
God.
It was good.
That brisket.
I'm going to be honest with you. The brisket was delicious. The brisket was great. The mussels was great.
The
Mussels-
mussels
Yeah.
the mussels were phenomenal.
I wish I had
first-
one. I
first
should have
time
tried one.
having
yeah,
mussels.
mussels were phenomenal.
I'm be honest with you. The steak,
Yeah, the steak.
the steak,
I
the
think-
steak could have
I
been.
I've had better.
You're right.
I've
I've had a
better
lot
steak.
better.
But I think the appetizer started us off so well.
I know.
It's hard
but
to
if you
compete.
but if you're gonna start with an appetizer that good, don't you want to
It was
serve
still
up
good.
the? I mean, it was still good,
But
but
not-
I mean,
not-
I've
Yeah,
had-
I'm gonna be honest with you. It
I've
was
had
a
a
little
lot
too.
better.
It was, I think I should have did like a medium well instead of a medium. You know, a lot of restaurants make their
Medium
mediums
well.
different. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
It was
that's
too. It was
understandable.
too chewy. It was too chewy.
I would have at least liked a steak the
the
size
cookie-
of your
the-
guys.
Yeah, that was
that's
crazy.
right.
Yeah, his shit looked like.
Yeah,
a piece
Lucci
of-
got the coin medallion of steaks over
More
there.
chewy if it was
He
cooked
got
longer.
the. He got the coin medallion from Bruce
Would it be
Bruce
like-
Leroy.
if it
The
was-
It's
movie.
weird because when you get like closer to raw, it's chewy.
Last
But when you get closer to like well done, it gets
Chewy.
Chewy. So like it's like you got to find that spec.
I thought mine was overcooked. I think
I usually go like medium well.
I usually do
Yeah,
And
medium.
sometimes like I like it like a
Sometimes
little.
medium
I
rare.
like it a little pink in the middle for me.
Yeah, just a little. Yeah, I like a little pink. in
I want
it.
it bloody.
because
My shit
I
was
want
red, though.
I
I had
want
a
meat
little-
that's also kind of cooked.
Right.
I want it bloody.
I don't want it to be mooing when
Right,
it comes
and
on my plate.
That's why when you're 50 years old, your digestive system's going to fail, and
Si, you say you like it
your
bloody?
kids are going to have to
Yeah.
pay for your funeral.
They're gonna have to do that regardless.
Interesting.
Well, maybe you should start working more.
So, what else do
Exactly.
you like? bloody?
Shut your mouth.
Do you even know what you said?
Get back to the show. God damn it. George is talking. He
What
has
else do
something
you
to
like
say.
bloody?
All right, you know,
Yeah,
you know, that's where you go with it. That's where you ended up.
All right.
No, I
Well,
was just-
George is here. If no one knew that already.
He just. I mean, I don't know. Anyways,
What do you mean he don't know?
George lost to everyone at basketball.
He did.
Stop.
Yes.
Tamika went, I think, like 10-0.
Even I beat you, and I suck at basketball.
did
I
you?
mean, yeah.
I don't think you did.
I don't remember much, but I remember that.
Yeah, I think he beat you. I think
I
everybody
can't wait
beat
until
you.
we get on the real court. It's going down.
You're not going to do
You're
anything.
never
well,
gonna.
you'll
We're
be-
never gonna be able to do it because neither you guys are going to actually set up a date.
I'm
No.
ready. I'm ready.
No, you're not. Stop. You can You barely make it to this show.
What we have to do is a podcast on a Saturday, right? And they need to bring gym clothes.
I could do
And
that.
right from here, there's a park close by.
I could do that.
I know a park close by. Boom, they go play.
I can
and
do that. I
I
got a
gotta-
basketball in my trunk.
I wish
just
they
need a pump.
had a court. I don't know if they have a court up by the where the tennis courts are over there.
No,
Remember
yeah,
those?
There's no court.
I
Or,
wish
yeah,
there
no
was because
basketball.
then you know what I would do? I would bust out the cameras,
Cameras, yeah.
both of the cameras, and videotape it.
That'd be awesome.
What's the over/under on that game? 'Cause I
I'm
know
the
we were
only
throwing
one
money
that
on it.
I'm the only one that has money on George.
Yeah,
I'm
Si's
alone.
got money on George. I got
Everyone
Alex.
else-
I
No,
got
I
All of
think-
us
support
have Alex.
I think Jeremy went George as well, right?
Did he? I think so.
Yeah,
I
that
mean-
has to happen though.
The brothers got to stay united. You know, can't be bringing each other down.
Where is Jeremy?
He had to work.
He had to
tonight.
work tonight,
Oh, shit.
unfortunately.
All right. Well, he's
Yeah.
reffing.
And he didn't get to come to the dinner.
He's reffing?
Yeah, and he didn't get to come to the dinner.
He almost missed out on a karaoke.
You know
a failed
what, man?
karaoke attempt.
Screw Jeremy, you know? That son of a bitch.
True.
He's always bailing out on
Screw
shit.
Big Skinny.
Yeah, big skinny one.
At
in
Big
case-
Skinny one.
Just in case.
So someone else had Big Skinny. It doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't. It's a.
And someone had it, so he had to put a 1 on it.
Damn.
I mean, what's wrong with that?
What you coughing up back there?
Who?
What was that?
That's your spray bottle laugh.
Y'all
You know
like
what I'm
it.
saying?
Y'all
Speaking of brothers, I don't know.
What?
I don't know why this is
That was an hour later.
I don't know why this is a segue into this, but Michelle Obama
Wow. I don't know where this is going, but she's a woman.
Right.
and
She's a sister.
are her and Bill Clinton a thing now? Like, are they
No,
together?
but then Bill was checking out.
Melania.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. Bill
That
Clinton
was
is a brother.
hilarious. He
He was the first-
looked at
some people
Hillary
say he was the
and then
first
went
black
back
president.
to looking again.
Yeah,
Didn't
he
even
was
care.
definitely the first black president.
Yeah, Bill Clinton's a fucking pimp, man. I fucking rock with him.
And Hillary was
Hil-
just looking
Hillary
at him like,
should-
you
Hillary
again?
she should respect that. I mean, the man still has eyes, you know what I'm saying? And
He's also
Where
got a
you going
nose and a
with
mouth.
that?
I mean, the guy
Where
got
are we
a bu-
going?
I
and
mean-
he still gets I feel like he still gets it up.
Why are you
that-
pointing
He
at your
still
crotch
gets
when
it
you're
up.
saying that?
Listen, George, Bill Clinton got a blowjob in the Oval Office, for Christ's sakes. I mean, that's
Yeah,
like
he's a G.
that's like a triple dog dare shit you do.
I wonder what he was thinking, man.
He was thinking, I'm going to get a blowjob in the
He was
Oval
thinking,
Office.
I'm bored.
He was
bet you
probably thinking, I wonder if I get away with this shit.
There's no way Hillary Clinton is giving it up.
They sleep in different bedrooms for sure, right?
They
It's
probably
gotta
sleep in different houses.
Yeah.
I personally don't think she's straight.
Really?
I really don't. At this point, nah.
Why?
can't-
Because her hair,
I think she's with him for the name.
Her
completely.
hair and her suits.
her
pantsuits.
Steve Harvey suits.
Or Steve Harvey
She's
suits,
got
yeah.
more suits than a guy.
Her Tupac outfits.
He's got
that
more
she
than I
wears.
have.
For
Right.
Death
Death
Row.
row,
Definitely have
death
more than I
row,
have.
death row outfits.
Talking about it's comfortable.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, she said that shit.
That's what's pissing you off right now?
I'm just saying, I would like to see you in a skirt sometime.
I don't.
Tom or Cy?
I'm just,
Or Hillary.
Yeah, or Hillary.
Talking to.
I would like
that
to
was,
see Hillary.
That was a
I
pretty
would-
general statement. He's like, sometimes I just want to see you in a skirt.
just in
But
a
he's
skirt.
looking at Carlucci.
He's looking at Carlucci. It's like, okay,
You know,
sure.
No one wins in that situation.
you know.
No, nobody
she might
does.
have some nice legs. You know, who knows?
Ugh.
What?
I'm just saying.
No, man.
Kudos
Like,
for Bill. I
But,
don't,
like,
everybody on Instagram has not said, "Oh my God, Bill, what the fuck you doing?"
Yeah,
everybody's
nah,
like,
everybody's
"You're
Everybody's
an
laughing.
OG."
Like, hell yeah, Bill.
and like, what's Hillary gonna say? She can't be like, man, stop looking at Melania, who's
Half her
doesn't
age.
look anything like me. Is you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think that Melania and Trump is gonna last now, bro. I think him being the
you
president.
think Bill's coming in on it?
Shit, he
You
might.
think he's zeroing in?
You think she's out? She's gonna. She's no. Wouldn't it be more reason to stay in the relationship? He's the president. He's gonna be around less. Because she's staying in New York.
Yeah.
So they're not.
Oh,
even
she's not
gonna-
staying in the White House?
No,
Bill's gonna
Oh
be
my
like,
gosh.
Bill's gonna be like, yo, come to Connecticut.
I got you, boo.
I got you though.
We'll go.
Wait.
We'll go on a date to Jerry Springer.
What kind of first lady doesn't stay in the White House, bro?
George,
The
who
kind
cares?
that can live in the middle of New York City with the same security.
Oh man, I don't know about that, bro. That's crazy.
I don't know.
There was nothing behind George's reaction. Just man, bro,
That's just crazy.
that's crazy.
Why is it
man.
crazy, George?
It's-
Nah, it just is.
Man,
It just is, bro.
it just is, man.
you know, it's not a good sight. You know what I mean?
How many wives has he had?
I think she's 3.
3, the third.
And Barron is hers.
Barron is hers. So,
What if Donald Trump really fucking makes this shit work and he's like the best president ever?
George,
I hope that's the case.
enough.
All
We're
right.
we're getting too deep into politics now.
I'm shooting that shit down, bro. I'm shooting that shit down.
Why he talks with his hands?
Because everybody does. He does the AOK. Obama does the pin pushing.
No, Trump's throwing darts.
Pin cushion. Obama always looks like he's putting a poster up on the wall, or like if they're
pins.
looking for suspects at the police department,
He's just
like
putting all the
he's
pictures
like,
up.
We're looking for this guy and this guy. And you're like, oh shit, those are the guys we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like that's everyone has their own like little hand gestures. You know?
I know mine.
What's yours?
What's your
Middle finger?
I want to know now.
What's
I'm
your-
curious.
middle
What's
finger.
your hand
I
gesture?
don't know. I'm just saying.
He knows it, but he doesn't.
You know, it's all good though.
I wish
We
you
won't
could-
repeat
the
gesture I said.
Sai
George.
showed a gesture to me, and it was provocative.
Ooh.
It was a little scandalous.
Ooh.
Sai getting a little raunchy over there.
Oh, we need to talk. That's what we need to
That's
talk
what
about.
we need to talk about.
I
Scandals.
completely forgot about that.
I wish we had
But we need
Alex
Nate.
here.
We need a Nate and
We
Alex
need
here.
8 and
We'll
but we
save
could
that.
An 8 and
precursor
Alex?
this.
No, I don't even want to set out our business idea yet.
I'll just let you guys in. This is the teaser. We got a business model, not a woman. It's like an actual business model of a place we're going to set up.
And we're gonna make billions.
We're going to make billions, and
Except
I mean
I'm
billions
out
of
already.
dollars.
I'm out on the business.
I am
idea.
a silent partner, so whatever happens there, I don't have not. I just fund it, and it's called Scandals.
It sounds like a fucking broth house.
A broth house?
What's it called?
What the
chicken
hell's
broth?
a broth
Do they
house?
have beef broth? That's
Yo,
a
we
broth
got
house?
beef broth. We got
Chicken
chicken
broth.
broth.
What's it called? With all the
A brothel?
A brothel.
Oh, same thing.
No, definitely
A
not.
brothel
One
for sure.
contains
Broth.
women. One contains types
Chicken
of
soup?
meat in a soup.
Yeah, I don't think they're really the same thing.
Oh, okay. Wait, what? I don't know. I thought.
I bet. George, are you breaking up over there?
So let's go back to Saturday.
Okay.
So I don't know if I told you, George,
Mm-hmm.
but me, Tom, and Carlucci, before we went to dinner, we watched Selena.
Yep.
Selena and Los Dinos.
One of the greatest
Yes.
movies. We literally, legitimately, we sat through the commercials and everything. Watched Selena.
It was
Selena's
good. It
so
was worth
good.
it.
Is that Jennifer Lopez's best movie?
Ooh.
That's a good
Hold
question.
on. What is her
Potentially
best
at her
movie?
hottest.
Top five.
Jiggly?
Top five.
Sheely? Or what is that? Made in New York?
No, Enough. I'm gonna say Enough. The one she was fighting the dude.
One, she's like wedding planner.
Yep. Enough. Wedding
trying to just
planner.
What's
movie
enough?
she's
I don't
in,
even know
period.
enough.
Enough when she was getting beat by the guy, and she learned how to fight, and she whipped his ass at the end.
Kickboxer?
Spoiler alert.
Oh, what's that one where she
Yeah.
like
Spoiler alert. That's the
where
end of
she
the movie.
hooked up with like that teenage kid,
Oh, that was decent. I can't remember the boy next door.
the boy next door,
Good name.
Yeah.
The backup plan.
backup plan.
Pulling up the list here.
Definitely Selena though. I think Selena's the best
Yeah,
one.
Selena. She looked good in that shit.
That's
too,
her
though.
first one, too.
Oh,
that's
she
her
was in
first one.
Anaconda.
I was going to say she's in a movie that, like, probably Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, with John Voight.
1997.
Damn, man. Anaconda was a good movie.
I think anything you say is not going to trump Selena.
No way. Oh, she was in Jack. Jack's
Ooh,
teacher.
that is a classic. With, no, I forget.
Robin
his name.
Williams.
Yes,
Robin
Robin
Williams.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's
Rest in
right.
peace.
R.I.P.
What happened to him? He killed himself?
He died.
Damn.
What happened to him? He's still acting?
Is he still putting out movies? That Robin Williams?
And maybe, I don't know if you remember this one. Remember the movie The Cell?
Oh, that shit was whack.
No, I don't even know. what
That's
movie
the
that is.
one with like the dude had like multiple personalities, and she went inside his head to try to like get the good personality back.
Who agreed in our group to karaoke sing a Selena song?
I think all of us,
No.
or was
I think
it me?
it was you.
I think it was you.
I think it was you, Lucci.
Yeah, it was Lucci. I've been dreaming of you tonight till tomorrow.
I'll be holding you tight.
And there's nowhere in
I don't
the
hear you,
world
George.
I'd rather be. Shout out to Yolanda. Dreaming of
Fuck
you.
Yolanda.
Thinking about
You and
All right.
me.
Scenario.
Then the rose.
scenario.
Corazon.
What's the
All right.
scenario?
All right, Tom.
All right, spit it.
You're walking in the street.
I'm walking in the street.
Yolanda walks by you.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I mean, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing an RKO.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so there's a tall woman with her then.
First of all,
Because you got scared. And
all right. If there's
you
a
went straight
tall.
to- you went straight
wait.
to
Here's the
RKO.
deal. Did she conspire with Yolanda, or is she just someone with
she's
her?
just a friend.
All right, this is what happens. I get the right out. I throw it.
You're throwing the right.
I throw
and
a bomb.
Miss. You
No.
miss and hit Yolanda.
Nope, I'm not even going for the tall bitch. I'm going straight for Yolanda. I'm taking out the source.
Okay.
All right? I'm going straight right.
And then
right
are you
to
just
the jaw.
yelling, this is for Selena and running?
And I'm yelling, no. I'm yelling, this is for Selena. I make a roaring sound. I'm like, oh. I knock out Yolanda.
What was that?
If the tall lady wants to go, I mean, we'll dance. You know,
You
if
get
she,
the
all right? If
business.
she wants to dance, because I'll come back on my backswing. I'll come with the left, just swinging up. If she wants the business.
I feel like we need to give Tom some counseling. He's wanting to hit
All the
women.
people here, I'm the one who needs the counseling.
George went to sleep, I think.
Nah, man, I'm here. I'm in
Nah,
the
I think
building,
you
man.
went to sleep though.
I'm in the building.
What was the one song we looked up? Bitty bitty.
Bitty bitty bum bum.
I say you hit her and just say that.
Bitty bitty bum bum.
Bam, bam.
Or do I just hit her just bitty bitty bum bum?
Yeah, you got to go with
Just
it.
I gotta
roll
go with
punches.
the song. I mean, yeah, why not?
So then we tried to do that song at karaoke, and there was no karaoke.
Oh, that was the saddest. That's when I was gonna do the karaoke. I was gonna do it at the bar.
Yeah, what else?
Where else were you gonna do it?
I thought you meant here.
What?
What the fuck?
What do you think? I host a karaoke show here at night too?
Hey, I don't know what you do.
He
in
doesn't
your free
listen to the
time.
podcast.
Oh,
Only
I
my
do
sister.
too. I listen to it more
You're
so
now
than Nate
listening
does.
Only
to the karaoke hour.
only Tamika and my sister listen to the podcast.
Yeah, only 2 people listen to this shit. So I mean,
Hey, me and Mel listen to it.
oh, I'm sorry, you and Mel listen to it. That's 4 people, but now you're on it, so it doesn't count.
Oh,
Yeah, now it doesn't count.
Yeah, it's all right.
well, Danny's gonna listen to it.
No, he's not.
He might.
He's gonna lie to
He
you.
might.
He's not. Don't let him lie to you. Because I always tell, hey, yeah. What's the website? Yeah,
Send me the link.
yeah, I'll definitely get on there and listen to that. I go on like 2 days later. Views are still the same. I'm like, dope. Way to get on and listen to my shit, assholes.
Zach listens to it.
Does he?
Yeah, George is his favorite.
George is his favorite.
Yeah.
Yo, shouts out to my man Sack, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Sack.
Yo, shouts
Yo,
out,
Sack.
Yo,
shouts out-
dog.
shouts
First
out
of
to
all,
Zach.
are you Randy? That's gonna be a no for me, dog. All right.
Shouts out to Zach's Bees.
Sack.
Shouts
Zaxby's?
out to my
Yo.
dude Sacks.
First off, shout outs to my boy Sackaroonie.
Yep,
You know where you at?
George, Zaxby's or Bojangles?
Zach's Bees, kid.
Zaxby's or Bojangles? Zaxby's. I don't like Bojangles.
Yeah. Zaxby's or Church's Chicken, George?
Zach's Bees. bro.
Zaxby's.
Don't be
I've never
throwing
been to
out. Don't
churches.
be
I've
throwing
never been
out.
to church's chicken
Don't be
either.
throwing out black shit because I goddamn like you know what I'm saying.
Like,
Motherfucker.
What are you saying?
I don't know.
George, is it like not?
Are white people not allowed to go to
Yeah,
Zaxby's?
am I not allowed to go to
White
church's
people
chicken?
are not allowed to go to churches.
Why?
I don't think I've ever seen a white person in churches.
We have one here in Charlotte.
I know. It's,
Off Wilkinson,
it's
never
on
right?
been.
Wilkinson, exactly.
Yeah, there's one over by.
How about that?
How about
How about that?
Catch
She'll-
me outside.
Catch me outside.
How
She'll
about
be
that?
She'll be there.
What?
She's white.
No,
She'll
because I
get
know
it.
there's one over by Johnson C. Smith.
She'll get it too.
Because when the guys,
How about
I
that?
used to work with the guys from my dad. I'd always have to drive them to the check cashing. So there's
Why were they Latino?
no, there's
They were
it-
cashing. The
it-
Latinos were cashing.
It would always
checks.
be 8
To send home. They got a Western Union, that shit.
George. It would always be 8 black guys and me. And I'm driving in West Charlotte
Nice.
to go get their checks cashed. I'm like, well, I feel just a little out of place right
It's all
now.
good though, man. Chicken doesn't fucking discriminate.
It's
bro.
peaceful.
Chicken does not discriminate. Bro.
It does. It sees no colors.
It doesn't, bro. Chicken fucking brings people together, bro.
It comes in all
That's
sizes
got to be the
and
most
spices.
popular meat of all the foods.
It brings everybody
I
together,
think so.
bro.
Yeah, that's like the standard. There's
most
not too many people
common
who
or,
don't
like-
like chicken.
Just the
Yeah,
most
everyone
popular
eats
in
chicken.
general.
Well, not everyone eats it, but
What
everyone-
foods are racial, and what foods bring people together? Chicken. Chicken brings people together.
Which food
What type
separates
of
people?
food?
What food separates people?
Why'd
Bacon
you just talk?
separates
Why'd
people
you just
'cause
talk
Jews
like
don't
Don
eat it.
Corleone there?
Crackers.
What type of foods bring people together?
Yeah, pork.
Wait, did you
Pork
say
separates.
crackers?
Crackers separate people.
How?
How does crackers separate people?
Just because of the name.
Are
Because
you
it's
talking
a
about
racial
white
slur.
people, or
I
are
thought
you
you were
talking
gonna say
about?
because there's so many kinds. You got saltines. You got all.
Yeah,
different-
No,
wheat
it's just 'cause
thins.
of the
I
name.
mean,
It
you
separates
got chicken
people.
and a biscuit. I mean,
I think no one
Chicken
get
and a biscuit
so,
with some squeeze cheese. Oh,
Black people don't buy crackers, or white people don't buy crackers. You don't know. So why
Gears
are
are
you saying
turning.
that?
you don't have to. George just goes
He's
silent.
like, let me think, because I haven't thought this through yet.
the mouth was open, but nothing was
That's
coming
the
out.
best. George,
I like saltine crackers,
George always presents
No
like a
one asked you what crackers you like.
but I'm saying I'd rather go with saltine
Over
Overall.
what?
Ritz.
Nah, Ritz all day.
Hell no.
I could eat sleeves of that shit.
I could
Yeah,
eat
but like, let's say
boxes
you're
of
having
chicken and a biscuit.
Let's say you're having soup. Do you want Ritz crackers with your soup? Saltines work with everything.
Right.
Not everything. no.
Saltines are more of like I feel like crap and I need to get
Yeah.
something in my stomach kind of food for me.
Ritz, man. You're talking about like Ritz bits. Like, come on.
Come on,
Cheez-Its.
his face right now. He's so serious.
I mean, you're talking about Ritz with a piece of cheese and a pepperoni on it.
Lucci, what are you going
nah,
with?
hell no.
Of all the crackers,
Chicken and a biscuit.
Ew.
Chicken and
that
a
don't
doesn't
know what
even
that is.
need anything.
You've
I
never
don't-
had chicken and a biscuit
I don't
before?
think I know what that is either.
You guys need to go out tonight, buy a
you-
box of chicken and a biscuit.
You can
talking
eat
about the
that.
little-
Wait,
shit
but hold
that you
on.
throw at
There's
the
no
birds?
chicken in it.
No.
It's just called chicken and a
It's
biscuit.
just called chicken and a
It's
biscuit.
Why?
chicken flavored crackers.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm not fucking.
No,
with
no,
What
no.
the
It's
fuck?
not like, nah, chill.
I ain't
chill,
never
chill,
heard of
chill,
that
chill.
shit.
Me
bruh.
either.
And I like chicken.
You
Yeah,
would
we
love
know,
this
George.
then.
We know you like chicken. Relax.
George,
Yeah,
it's-
but we
George,
used
because
to-
they're white, they shop at Whole Foods.
What we
so they
used
have chicken
man,
flavor.
this is like shop
Oh,
right
what? You
stuff.
don't shop at Whole Foods, you Spanish
What you know
piece
about
of shit?
ShopRite? Give me some.
What do I-
Compare, bro.
Man,
Sedano's.
love ShopRite.
Damn. I had a. Man, bro, I used to love ShopRite. My dad bought me a damn ShopRite truck.
Yeah, they used to
Yeah.
have the 18-wheeler you could
Yep.
buy.
Yeah, they had
remember
the
that when I
Christmas
was a
one
kid.
with the little plane. And
I think
stuff in it.
everybody had a ShopRite truck.
That's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Except for Sai. He sucked, but he didn't have toys because he's Spanish. So
ShopRite was the
We had
shit.
soccer balls.
Spanish people don't give their
Are they still
children
open?
toys growing up.
What?
Who?
Are they ShopRite? Is this-
ShopRite? Oh yeah,
That's a northern thing.
That's the main grocery store up there.
Okay.
Sadly, because the deals there were great too.
Oh, I'm getting off topic, but you remember how I told you guys about
Off topic of what? ShopRite?
about the
always-
vending?
you're
the
always off
vending,
topic.
The vending machine has chili cheese dogs and shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Bro, it was this girl at
Wait,
work.
what were you telling us about that?
Well,
What were
no,
you talking
there's a
about that you
vending
told us
machine
that?
at work, and it has chili cheese
Oh,
dogs.
yeah, that's right.
It has.
No, wait. Does it come out hot, or do you have to like?
You have to warm it
you
up.
have
in
to
the
You gotta
microwave.
mic
Oh.
that.
Ugh.
So it's sitting in there.
gotta nuke
The vending machine is cold. It has pork chops and a pork chop
Pork
sandwich.
chops?
Yeah, it's got pork. It's got even has like barbecue
Pork
beef in
chops.
it.
I mean, I've seen
Sandwiches.
sandwiches
Hold on.
and stuff.
Wait,
It's not a pork
What
chop.
did you say it had?
Like barbecue sandwich in there.
Oh,
So
I
check
don't know
this
about
out.
all
I'm sitting-
things.
Dude,
I'm-
pork.
Right.
Yeah, that's
pork.
dangerous.
Nah, I don't. Pork and fish, you can't fuck with that shit.
I'm
There are
sitting
things in
there.
this world not made to come out of a vending machine.
And this
and pork
lady,
and fish.
lady's looking, and she's clicking on all the numbers to see how much
Each
she
is?
has to. Yes, how much she has to spend to spare. So she's clicking on each. She's clicking on 3 different numbers. She's like, nah. She clicked on something, and something dropped. I didn't know what it was. Right. So then she went to the other vending machine. She got some chips, and then she went to the other vending machine and got a fucking
How many vending machines?
Cheer
are
wine?
there?
No. Soda that calms your stomach down. What's it called?
Sprite?
Oh, no, the other one.
Ginger ale.
She got ginger ale.
She was prepared.
prepping.
So I was like, I
prepping.
gotta look. I looked at what number she picked. I'm like, I gotta look to see what the fuck she got. And then she went in the microwave and warmed it up, right?
Oh, what was it?
Bruh, she got fucking White Castle burgers, bro.
Ew.
I said, what the fuck? She's about
All right.
to have this shit.
I need you to do something for me, George.
Yeah.
I need you,
Take
when
a
you're
picture.
leaving, buy one and
What?
try it.
Hell no.
The chili cheese dog.
I want.
My
how
boss
about
did
this?
that. Ugh, he
George,
was
how
curled
about
over
this?
for a few
Every
days.
episode we do, you have to try a new vending machine thing
from there and tell us
from
how
there
it was.
and give us your review.
I'ma
I feel
have
like
to-
you're gonna like one of them.
So I'm gonna. How about this? I'm gonna buy one
And
then
bring
I'm
it
gonna
here.
I'm gonna film it on the gram.
Now you bring it here. They have a microwave.
Oh, you want me to bring it here?
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll do it live.
Holy-
Yo,
and do and eat
George.
that shit live.
Yeah.
Do
Yes.
that next week. I'll remind you when we're
All right,
going to do
bet.
the show, or Cy will buy just random
pick
too.
one.
All right, bet.
I'll
Like-
Venmo you money if you need it. 'cause I
Wait,
know
somebody's
you
got to
know
eat. You
tip
got to eat.
people.
Somebody's got to eat one with me if I'm buying.
Hell
two.
no.
I'm
not
listen,
doing it.
I'll take I'll take a bite out of whatever.
All
it is.
right. I'll
It's
buy
probably
it.
gonna
That's
be.
fine.
It's probably gonna give me diarrhea. But
Holy shit. I'm nervous, man.
I like how she.
You're nervous.
I am, bro.
I like how she prepped for it though.
she did.
She's like, oh, this is gonna fuck me up.
She
Let me
got
get
the
ginger
burger,
ale.
the chips, and the soda. So I respect that.
Oh,
She's got
Got
the
to
soda.
wash
to
it down a
comp-
little bit of Pepto. She's good
dude,
to
I
go.
can understand if you're getting White Castle from like actual White Castle or like from the ones in the on the freezer,
Yeah.
but in
A
the vending
vending
machine.
It's gonna cause some stomach pains.
Oh man, that's brutal, man.
I'm nervous, bro. I really am.
What, to do that shit?
I'm really nervous to eat this shit next week.
It's gonna be funny though. That'll be perfect for the Instagram, so everyone could check it out.
Next topic.
I'm in pain right now.
I mean, yeah, hospital shit, you know. Oh, I don't know what I'm laughing.
I don't know either. Anyway,
George is just
pains.
cracking me up. Is that that could be on the that could probably be on the top 10 stupid pains of what was it, Lucci? Critical?
Non-critical injuries.
Non-critical injuries.
Like something
Would
that
that-
hurts like almighty hell, but it's really not that big of a
You
deal.
don't have to be admitted for it.
No. You don't. You may not even need like a Band-Aid or anything
All
for
right.
it. It's one of those you're
I got
curse
one.
for a minute kind
Size
of
got
things.
one.
I got one. Either hitting your leg or jamming your toe on the end of a bed.
Oh, that's the worst feeling.
Goodness.
No, you want to know what the
Or when your shin hits it, you're like,
no, you want to know what second's that? When your shin hits a toe hitch.
oh yes,
Oh, going
yes.
on a truck?
Oh, that's horrible.
Dude, I would rather get shot in the fucking shoulder than have to endure that.
Paper cut is up there.
Paper cut's
I'm
definitely
saying,
up
I'm
there.
saying stepping on a Lego.
I was gonna say stepping.
It's
on
like
a kid's
on
toy.
par with stepping on
Stepping
glass.
on a
That's pretty
Lego.
bad.
That's
stepping on a kid's toy truck.
Yeah, any kid's toy.
any kid's toy because that shit's never like. Once you get past a certain age, they get away from all the roundness of like plush toys and shit. They're like, nah, f that.
Sharp
Everything's
corners.
gonna have swords and spikes and points on it.
Like when Mike used to have all the Spawn stuff.
Yeah,
God forbid you
yeah.
stepped on one of those.
Mikey, you remember the
What's a Spawn
remember
stuff?
Spawn, the
Jesus
comic?
Christ, Si.
It was a movie.
No.
You don't know
well,
nothing, man.
All right. Then
Yeah,
it
why'd you
kinda-
ask him it was a movie?
George,
He
are
doesn't
you
know the
allowed to
movie.
tell people they don't know anything?
Kinda-
Bro, you don't know anything.
But like it had all like spikes and all that shit. If you stepped on it,
Horrible.
it was a wrap. Bro.
You were immediately grabbing your foot and falling to the floor.
Closing your hand in the door.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, I've done that before. I actually had to get blood drained out of it because it wouldn't go down swelling.
That's serious. What kind of door? A car door?
Yeah.
Hell?
Once that thing closes, it doesn't open
Who
back.
closed
up.
it on you?
Me.
Okay, you deserve it.
Yeah, you. Congratulations.
How do you close it
You
on your
played
own
yourself.
hand?
I
What are you doing?
rushing. Clearly.
You left your hand in the
Listen,
way?
Leave
Yeah,
the,
I
I'm
did.
confused.
leave the Russians out of this. All right.
You said you left your hand in the way?
What about
I'm confused. I'm gonna need you
Oh,
to explain
man.
it to me later.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't really.
Funny bone. That's a tough one.
I'm
funny
saying
bone,
like if you
elbow.
peel the skin off your cuticle,
Oh yeah.
That would suck. Oh, I guess George wants
you're
to
just
leave
gonna
right in the middle of the show.
we're not cool enough.
I appreciate it.
It's all good. I gotta be out, y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit's supposed to be at 5:30,
okay,
baby.
Yeah, nobody cares. Peace, George. You can go fuck yourself. George left because he sucks and probably doing some other bullshit. Probably doing nothing, to be honest with you.
He's probably going to take care of his imaginary kid again.
Probably.
Which one?
I think the second one.
The second. Is it the first or the second?
Is there a third?
Is there? There might be a third.
It could probably be the one whose toys he's always stepping on.
Yeah, that's
Oh, that's a third. The Shiki.
the Shiki. Yeah, you know, the Shiki. What can,
I don't know. It was
We
the first thing.
oh, you know what? We still haven't gone over George's kids' names. We need to do that one of these
He's
days.
not here, so it'd be a good time.
Nah. Oh, you want to do it now?
I mean, we could.
George's. So I already said one of George's kids' names, and
You got
it's
Tashiki.
Tashiki.
Duh.
Duh. Oh, is that-
No, that's not one of the kids' names. Duh. Will.
Duh.
I feel like one would probably be Will Smith because he's obsessed.
Will Smith Williams.
Yeah.
I like that.
What's the last one?
Rafiki.
Rafiki. What would the last one be?
I feel like it'd be a white person name.
Or DMX.
DM. Yeah.
That's just the first name.
Warren G.
Ooh.
Warren G. Williams.
That'd be
sounds
tough.
that sounds like the name of a high school.
I went to Warren G. Williams.
I went to Warren G. Williams High School.
That's a good name. I actually like that name.
I do like that.
Or did he name his kid Schoolie McSchoolface?
I don't think that's a real option.
I'm intrigued.
Well,
Maybe he
was
did.
it the Robert E. Lee School, wherever down here in the South, they did the open vote for what the name of the school should be.
That's
the
bad.
top 5 results were like the Drew Brees
You're
Elementary
lying.
School.
You're lying.
I swear to God, you can look it up. It was on TV.
That was here?
I don't know. It's I'm
must have been
assuming
in
if
New
it's Drew
Orleans.
Brees, it's probably in Louisiana.
Yeah.
One of them was the Hitler School for
You're lying.
Cooperation and Understanding, and one of the other ones was Schoolie McSchoolface.
Yeah, because wasn't it on 4chan?
Yeah, they were the ones
They
who
were
did
the ones that did it,
as
right?
always.
Yeah, who got to vote? The kids?
I don't know if it was.
It was just
it
an
wasn't the
open
kids.
vote. It was like people would submit names, and then people could either submit their name or vote on names submitted. So
That's ridiculous.
That's like what happened with the Bodie McBoatface.
Bodie McBoatface.
Right?
Yeah, that's where that came from. So they had Schoolie McSchoolface, which
Everything
is my
is
personal
McFace?
option. Yeah, everything's McFace.
Jeez. So we just got so off topic because cuticles
Yeah,
injuries.
cuticles,
George left.
injuries, Warren G. Williams. But yeah, injuries. We've been in the hospital. This isn't even with hospital. It's just everywhere in the South. The sense of urgency down here. I mean,
Why were you in the hospital?
just because Colleen had major hip surgery. But even me and you went through it today with the urgency, just trying to get here.
My goodness, it takes just people don't know how to drive though.
But
No blinkers, people blocking the whole road.
What's a blinker?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And what's the left
There
lane
was
for?
there was literally
bus
a bus
and the
there was
bus
a
drivers
bus
today?
blocked everything. No one could move.
That guy didn't know what to do. He pulled out in the middle and then just stopped. And he was just like, I don't know. And you're like,
He literally he
like,
was
dude, this isn't the time to say, like, I don't know what to do. You're in the middle of the road with a fucking bus.
I don't know how to bus.
Yeah,
would
I
literally-
don't know buses.
the bus isn't moving. Cranks the wheel all the way to the left. Looks both ways. Cranks it all the way to the right. And he's
So
not
he
even
was
moving.
pulling like an Austin Powers kind of thing. He didn't
But he's
really
not
know-
moving.
He wasn't
Just-
even
he
moving.
just-
Literally, the
no,
wheels
it
are just
wasn't good.
while he's not moving, just going back and forth.
But no, Colleen had her surgery last Wednesday, and for one, I got up at 4:00 that morning.
Oh,
So
That's
just
pretty
because I
normal
was
for
a nervous wreck for her, and I'm usually not like that. I mean, I don't sleep in general, but like I never have anxiety, and my anxiety was just shot. So we get there at like 7:15. We wait for probably about 3.5 hours until finally someone called and was like, "Hey, when do we get to see you today?" Oh, I don't know. When do I get to see you today? I've been waiting here
we're
for
here.
3.5 hours. Well, what do you mean? When do you get to see me?
what? Did Colleen have direct contact with the nurse or something? Like the lady called her,
So, like, this is what happens. You go into the front desk, you check in,
right?
And they say,
But
okay.
how did they reach out to her?
Yeah, they have her number.
Okay.
So they called her. It was one of the doctor's nurses. It was like, hey, when do we get to see you? It's like, I don't know. When do you guys get to see me? I've been here for 3.5 hours. No update, anything. That's all we get. Then 45 minutes later, the other lady, they finally come down and say, okay, we'll bring you up. Okay, that's great. So then another half hour, we get to go in there with her. She's prepped. Then they bump her back an hour and a half. So now we're at 12:30 now, where she finally goes in
Nothing's
there.
happening.
And they're like,
Gosh, if you were a nervous wreck, she was probably a nervous wreck.
I think she was just fed up. She was just
no,
fed
but like
up at
when
that point.
you're going in and then
I'll tell you what.
you
the only
guys
time
aren't allowed back there,
The only
so.
bad part, like, was when they were first like putting stuff in her and they were going to wheel her out. That's when it kind of all just came to fruition.
Yeah.
But I'm sure 10 minutes later she was out like a light.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying?
If
that's,
even that.
that's a good sleep.
That's the only time she had like, really bad anxiety and was
right,
like
they're
crying.
pushing you
Like,
away and
right.
everyone's staying back.
Waving goodbye.
So yeah, but
Flicking you
we,
off.
So then I'm like, all right, let me check in with the lady. She's like, okay, in like a half an hour, we'll call you and let you know that she's in surgery. Okay, we go out to lunch. Don't get a call half hour later.
Hold on. I like details. You're skipping details. Where'd you eat? That's important.
Mellow mushroom.
Ooh, clutch.
Had mellow mushroom.
Did you have a beer?
I did not have a beer.
Lemonade? I need details, Tom. Pepperonis on your
It
pizza?
had to be a lemonade.
I did have a lemonade.
Pink?
Yes.
Pink or normal?
It's actually just normal lemonade there.
Interesting.
I do like the pink though. People say it's like
off.
white and American cheese. You know, they don't taste different, but they do.
There's a
Pink,
little.
pink
Yeah,
tastes a
it
little
tastes
different.
different.
Yeah, it does. It does. People don't want to believe it, but
You said it's
it
like
does.
white American cheese?
You know, like they have American cheese and they have white American cheese.
White American cheese tastes way different.
Oh, I know, but
hate
people are
white
like,
American
"Bad,
cheese.
no, they're the same thing." I'm like, well, no, I don't think they are.
Nope, one's white, one's yellow.
One's white, one's
So there's one thing.
yeah, no, I had we went to Mellow Mushroom. It was my mother, my sister, Colleen's parents, and I.
Sick invite. Lucci, did you get invited?
No,
Cool.
So
I found out after I saw
we
the
went through
picture.
that whole thing.
At Mellow Mushroom, the whole family's here except Carlucci.
Just like the engagement.
Yeah, all right.
party.
Oh, hold
you.
on. We'll go back to that. We'll go back to that.
We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that.
I
So
gotta remember it.
yeah, we eat the whole time. Nothing. I got nothing. Get back to the place. Nothing. Colleen's mother finally goes up to the lady and is like, "No, what's going on?" "Oh, she's in." Because they also have an update board. It's like kind of like the number board at Friendly's, like who's up next, basically, and like what your status is.
Yeah, like when you're at the deli and they got the.
Yeah. So they were.
You pulled your ticket.
Yeah, literally, that's what it is. So they tell you
Number
like
39.
they tell you like if you're in surgery or whatever, blah blah blah. So it said she was out, like she was in recovery. Okay, and then we're like, okay, so like first recovery you can't be there. Second recovery is kind of like transition to, like the room, and she was in PACU 1, which is like, okay, now we're going to the room. Okay, well, like another like half an hour, 45 minutes, and then finally the lady's like, "Oh yeah, Flood family, you can go." I get up there. It looks like she's been up there for an hour and a half. She's like, "Hey, what's up?"
Hey, just reading books.
Like that was the like, dude. There's and
The same thing happened to my sister when she was in a car accident. It was me, her, and my brother-in-law, and it was during hurricane season, so all the lights are out. So everything's a four-way stop. No street lights are working. So we go, and someone ran the light, 55, right into her door. So we go to the hospital, and we waited 3 hours. That we're like, what's going on? What's
Right,
the update?
'cause-
Oh, she's been up there for like an hour. Okay, you guys could go up.
because at least for me, like
hell?
I knew we knew what Colleen's surgery was. She's going and she's getting done whatever. But your sister's going in because she's hurt, and you don't know.
Right, she had like a punctured lung,
Right.
so we're like,
and you don't
what the
know
hell's
what's
happening?
going on. So now that she's back there 3 hours, you're like,
Well, you,
all right,
you get worried
something's-
because you have no update. So
That's
you're
what I'm
like,
saying,
something
right,
must
right.
have happened.
The only thing I could think of in situations like this is the person in charge of peddling info is that, that lady with the really long nails, the done hair. She's like, "All right, I'll tell them in a minute." Clicks back over. And, so what I was saying.
Exactly. She was probably doing
that
10 other
person's in
things.
charge of all
Yeah.
the communication. So it's all
Hold
just,
on, I'll patch you over in a minute. Never happens.
So Marie, like I was saying.
Oh, because this brings me to another point with that too. I don't know, if, getting too TMI, but last night Colleen was starting to.
It's going to be too
she was-
TMI, and I love it.
Yep. She was starting to throw up, and when you throw up, everything tenses up. So with her hip, excruciating pain. So rough night last night, but today we call the people and say, hey, you guys said if I'm doing
Something
any
happens.
abdominal, if I'm throwing up, call you guys. Okay, we'll get back to you. Hour later, nothing. She calls back. She says, "Hey, yeah, I just called," and like, "All right, we'll patch you over." Patch her over. The patch is doing the music. Calls back to the same person she just went to. She's like, "Hey, yeah, I just talked to you. Just wanted to see if you can actually patch me over to someone this time."
It just
then
goes.
finally-
It just goes to like Bank of America.
Yeah, it's like.
Please hold. Your call is important to us.
Ooh, that was dead on. That
Yeah,
was,
it's like-
that was good.
Thank you for calling Ortho Carolina. If you have a question, please refer to our toll-free number at 1-888-530-5111.
If this is an emergency, call 911. Bye.
If you are having an emergency or an issue that you can be dealt with, call 911. You're like, oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
You know who has the same amount of urgency as the South?
Who?
The government. Because when I had I had my identity stolen a couple times, so tax season, had to
Yeah.
call the, who the hell's in charge of all that crap?
IRS?
The IRS? Holy shit, 45 minutes.
Yeah, where I work sometimes,
Please
I
hold.
have to have the
Your call
customers
is important to
call
the
the
IRS.
and they're like, "You have no idea how much that sucked to get that information." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm sorry you had to do it."
And then it's like, please hold. You're 15 minutes in line. 45 minutes later, I'm like,
Yeah.
that was a really long 15 minutes. And of course, I check my phone just out of curiosity. 'Cause it has a timer.
I do the speaker
Yep.
and just sit it down.
Or they tease you when it stops for a second,
Yes, and you're
but then
like,
it
"Ooh."
restarts the song and like, you son of a bitch. I was
Yeah,
this
you're
close.
like, all right, here we go.
So let's go back to your guys' beef.
Who's beef?
You and
Me and
Carlucci.
you, bro.
With what?
The engagement.
Sick invite.
Can I have my
First of all, bullshit.
third part? I want to be third
There's no
party.
way that everybody in our family knew and you did it.
Hold
I
on.
swear
Guys,
to God,
guys,
I
time
didn't
out.
know till Friday.
I'm gonna do my version.
Let's do your version.
And you guys can do yours. All right. So I get told, Tom tells me I'm going to
Actually,
propose
hang on,
to
real
Colleen.
quick.
Yeah.
Backstory: me and Tom lived together. At the
Yes,
time.
yes. We're gonna add that in there.
Okay.
And you guys see each other. You guys would hang out every day, I'd assume.
Yeah.
Right? All right. So a few weeks prior, Tom's like, "Hey, I'm gonna, propose to Colleen. We're gonna do it here this time. Yada yada. Can you come? For sure. I'm there." We get there. Tom's whole family is there. Everyone's like, "Where's Carlucci? Where's Carlucci?" People are asking me, like, "Have you talked to Carlucci?" I'm like, "No. Is he? I guess he's just late." And I'm thinking, Carlucci's the biggest jerk. Who shows up late to this? And I'm telling Laura, I'm like, Carlucci's probably going to walk up while he's trying to propose to Colleen.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's up? What are you
Can
guys
I get in the
doing here?
picture?
Yeah, right.
Photo bomb.
So Tom shows up, and the whole family's like, "What happened with Carlucci?" And Tom's like, "Oh, he had to help a friend move." And everyone's like, "What? He would go help a friend move over coming to this?" We come to find out later, Tom told him the day before.
I told everybody. I figured, and I assumed because I know your mother. I assumed your mom was going to tell. I don't know how she didn't tell you either.
Well, it was like right after I talked to you, she's like, "So what time am I going to see you tomorrow?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" At the proposal, I'm like, "What proposal?" Well, Tom and Colleen are getting. Tom's going to propose to Colleen. I'm like, "Oh, is he?" I didn't know.
Fantastic.
That's fair. I was like,
That's fucked up.
already pre-engaged
Yo, fuck
helping
you guys,
someone move
all right?
shit.
That's hella
It's
messed up.
Lucci's fault. He wanted to move some.
It's
bullshit.
Lucci's fault. Yes.
What was it? Why you had to move that fucking elliptical?
Yeah.
I think I'm mad at both of you about this.
I'm mad at you.
I showed up.
So what?
I was one of the first people there.
Show enough.
Showed
Well,
up.
of course, then, like, your sister Fran, she's like, "Oh my God, I didn't know you didn't know. No one told you." I'm like, "No, I don't know how it fell through all the cracks of our family.
Of
who
our
tells
family.
everyone,
If
everything.
anyone sneezes wrong in our family, everyone
I
finds
think
out.
Tommy's sick. He
Yeah,
sneezed weird.
Yeah, literally.
like,
Like,
I hear
I'll show up to breakfast sometimes and I'll like get asked that question. I'm like,
Do you think you'll be invited to the wedding, Carlucci?
he'll be serving with Nate.
The day before?
Yep.
Hey, Lucci, I need you to help me with the wedding. I need you to cook, actually.
all I'm gonna have is a polo shirt
Lasagna.
because I didn't have any.
Yeah, he's just gonna wear a polo shirt and his work
Oh,
pants.
Lucci, I need you to be the best man.
Just wear the Ceratex pants there.
He's just gonna wear a Halloween costume.
As long as you don't ask me to be the ring bearer like my father did when I was 17 years old.
Nice.
Yep, Carlucci puts that on his resume. Actually,
I've hit a lot of points in
wait,
weddings.
do
at
you
this
put
point.
that on your Tinder?
I mean, why wouldn't I?
And
It's
then-
a good
and then-
conversation
And then
point.
Tinder rejected his profile.
Can we? Yeah, you know what?
This is
we
Carlucci.
talked about Alex's.
I'm scrapping
You know
this
what? We're
thing.
done.
I'm scrapping this paper. This is about to be a Lucci session.
Great.
I'm done.
Great.
I hit my shot.
I didn't
You
hit
missed.
my shot. That was a hook shot. It was terrible, and that was terrible. So we already discussed Alex's love life, right?
We're going
in
over
depth.
this.
We're going in depth right now, all right? Because we got about, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes left. I think we can get some good stuff out of here.
It's about time you made fun of me.
All right, Luch. How many sites are you on?
Currently or
Currently.
have been?
No,
No.
we're going to get... I want both, but give me currently.
Okay, give me currently right now.
2.
What
Which
are
ones?
Bumble and Tinder.
Bumble and Tinder.
Are you balling on Bumble?
I'm not even going to joke. I have had 3 matches and only 1 messaged me.
Hey.
Because as
Nice.
everyone knows, Bumble, they got to message you first.
That's true.
Nothing. And that's why Nate's like, oh my God, you should get on Bumble. My buddy does really well on Bumble. I'm like, nah,
Yeah, he's from our soccer team. He kills
Asshole.
Who's that?
it. No one you know. It's from our Monday team.
Oh, okay. How many have you been on in general?
All of them except farmers? Or have you tried farmers?
Or
No, not quite my cup of tea.
have you had a Black Planet profile?
No, not yet.
All right, how many have you been on?
6.
So Tinder, Bumble, Plenty of Fish,
Match.
Match,
eHarmony.
eHarmony,
Okay, Cupid.
OK Cupid.
I've never even heard of that.
I've only paid for Match,
You've only paid for Match.
which was a huge waste of money.
All right, out of all of those, how many dates have you gotten?
9.
And how long?
2 years.
Yeah, about 2 years.
It's rough out in these streets.
Well, that's dates through that. I had
Right,
I went
through
on a date
there.
with 2 other people. It didn't really.
How many dates
I was saying
in
through
general?
the apps. I was
Through the
saying.
apps.
apps?
Through the
Yeah.
apps. 9.
And funny enough, I've only had 1 Tinder date.
What the fuck are you doing? What are you saying to these people?
Apparently, I'm saying everything wrong. I don't know. I mean, I go on our Tinder for pickup lines every once in a while. Hey, they got some good shit.
Do you use them?
I used 1 or 2. They didn't work, but doesn't work if you don't try.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, you kind of
You can't
recently
make shots you don't take.
Listen, didn't you kind of recently just get back into it? Weren't you kind of on a hiatus for a little bit?
Well, I went on 8 dates and spent over $300.
God
I got
damn.
1 second date out of all of it, and then nothing. So after my ego has been stomped in the dirt and gum on the shoe and everything, I was like, I'm kind of done wasting money.
I think the problem is you're paying for the meals. I think you got to flip the table.
Dutch.
I try to do the chivalry
You know
thing
what
a
I'm
little
saying?
bit.
Where are you
know,
going on dates?
Oh shit! I've gone to Bad Daddy's. We went to
No. I'm saying, is it all restaurants every time?
No, not every time. We go to. I went to a couple breweries. It depends on the person.
Any type of activity one?
I would do that more on a second day because I figure the first date's
first date.
more you sit and talk and get to figure it
No,
out.
I think you got
First date,
First date.
you go
I think
take them to that mini golf right by your place.
Yep.
Well, most of them live in freaking.
You go to the
Deep
mini.
Charlotte.
You go to
Take
the
them
mini golf there.
near their place.
But the second date, I took one girl go karting,
That's a good idea.
and she had a blast. We had fun, and then that was the end of that.
But you still can't talk while you're go karting. That's why I said mini golf, because you're still.
Well, I mean,
there's,
we
there's
got-
banter
we
there.
got
Because
dinner
we discussed. I think it's good to kind of have that playful competition
Right.
off the bat. So you both know what's kind of where you're getting at.
Well, the way I use the activity stuff is you always do that before you eat, so then you have something to talk about. So I remember one of the other podcasts you guys are talking about, you don't do dinner and a movie kind of thing, but I'm like, you do movie and a dinner. So
Nope,
then
I'm not doing
you
a
go
movie
to the movie. Well,
at all.
no, hear me out. You go to the movie, you watch it, depending on what it is. If it's a scary movie, obviously you can mess with them a little bit. If it's funny, either way, when you get out, you have something to talk about,
Right.
other than just.
This
So
is
what do you do?
This is what I'm rolling
Just
with.
for me with the movie, I just feel like you're too stagnant. Like I don't know. I just,
I'm never doing a movie. This is
I
what
mean,
I. This is
my
what I would
first
roll
date's
with.
typically food or drinks.
I'm doing like 8 o'clock, so everyone ate already, most likely. You go do an activity, and then you find out you could kind of get a feel for where
Yeah,
they're at, and be like,
yeah.
you want to go get a drink? Boom. Then you go from there. You know what I mean?
I mean, I've hit a point where I kind of want to take our uncle's advice and open my business, Carlucci, at some point.
What's that?
Oh, you didn't hear about the girl who got married a week after I went on a date with her?
Let's hear.
So,
So just dead ass for this. Let's hear it.
Because I'm not
I didn't know I was
surprised.
getting
I feel like people listening here are probably like, what the fuck? But me, I'm just like,
if
Let's-
you know
let's
me,
hear what
it's
you got.
really
Let's
not
hear
that
what-
surprising
let's hear
at
what you
this
got.
point. So, girl I met on Match. This was probably like my second or third date on there. So, all right, this is going well. I go to Bad Daddy's. We're talking. We're clicking. We're having a good time. She's kind of nerdy. I'm nerdy.
You're making out.
No, I wish. That's way out of my
You're
league.
licking the booty.
I got that boo-boo hole.
Okay. He's taking George's
Anyway.
spot.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm on George's mic. I think it might be the spot. But so we have a great time. I kiss her goodnight. I'm all excited now. I'm like, it went well. This is great. Maybe I finally got something. 3 days later, the texting kind of slowly but surely dwindled out. I was going to go hang out with her. We're going to go hiking.
You had already planned it.
I already planned a hiking trip so we could go do something.
Right.
Dwindled out to nothing. Stopped texting me. Well, of course, now I'm a little bummed because my track record not too hot at this point.
Right.
Well, a week later, I'm on Facebook. You know how when you hit search, it'll kind of bring up your most recent searches?
Yeah.
There's a name on there I don't recognize. Who the hell is this chick? So I click on it. The background photos, 2 hands with rings on them. Chick and a dude kissing, holding up these certificates. So I click on the profile photo. I start flipping through. It was the girl. I'm like, holy shit, she got married.
And you had gone on a date the week before.
week
The
prior.
exact week I found, and I don't know how many days prior she got married, but when I looked, it was a week after.
So this is where the term Carlucci comes in, because you have to clarify whether or not you want to be with the person you. So, like, say if like a girl's on the fence with her boyfriend, she goes out with Lucci
To make sure.
To make sure, am I really on the fence or do I really want to be with him? Apparently, she really wanted to be with that guy
She was
enough
like,
to marry him.
It's like
Do you
good luck,
think-
Chuck,
do you-
without any of the good stuff for me.
Do you think I assume she was already dating this guy prior.
It was her ex-boyfriend who she was, quote-unquote, abused by. I was like, oh. So I'm so shitty, you go back to the abusive dude.
All right, so we might have single girls listening. Sell yourself to us.
Sell yourself.
Give us a quick little summary.
Let
of
me
you.
hear. Give me your dating resume.
Give us your attributes.
Give me your cover. Give me your dating cover letter.
I enjoy long walks on the beach.
All right, no, for real,
Nah,
for real,
deadass,
for real.
deadass.
Give us it for real. All right, you like movies.
I like movies. I love eating. I enjoy beer hopping at the breweries. It's always fun.
Okay.
5'9", brown hair, blue
Damn.
eyes.
Oh, I thought you were saying that's the type of girl you wanted. I'm like, damn, no wonder
I
you
wanna
can't find
try
no one. I want 5'9", brown hair.
I want 6'9", brown hair. All right, you're 5'9", you have brown hair.
Blue eyes. Beautiful.
Blue eyes.
Blue eyes. My beard will slowly grow through the year because I'm not shaving till next year.
Deal with it.
You're going to have to get over that. It's
Take that, you bitches.
Yeah, take that, all you girls that
take-
already don't want to date Lucci.
Take it or leave it.
If I can't give you more
assholes.
reason not want to go out with me,
Yeah,
here's
exactly.
more.
So what's the game plan moving forward? You got to change it up.
There's no game plan.
Whatever you're
Just
doing
rolling
is
with
not
it now.
working, Luch.
I've tried. When I was on Match, I'm not even shitting you. I sent out over 200 emails and got responses to maybe 15 of them.
Wow.
How does that work? You send out an email and they decide if they want to hear
Email's
back from
kind
you?
of the chat, like what they do for a chat, quote unquote.
But, like, if you really think about it, like, are a lot of those people really on there? Like, I feel like a lot of those people just have a profile on there and they're just
Well,
like,
no.
yeah, I'm here.
it'll tell you if they pay for it or not. And if you pay for it, well, I'm sure this stuff's like 30-something bucks
Yeah,
a
it's not
month.
cheap.
It's not cheap.
Yeah, it's not.
So no one's just paying for it and like, whatever with this shit. So,
Yeah, I might pay attention.
Well, because they
I might
figure
not.
if you're going to find somebody in that time frame, they want, the most amount of money they can get out of you. Because if you find somebody right away, they're
well,
still.
well, the
Goes that.
longer
Right.
subscription you have, the cheaper it is. So, I did the 6 month.
Is it sad where they ultimately get you down to free?
No, if you don't
They're
find
like-
anyone in 6 months, you get the next 6 free.
So you had it for a year.
Well, no, for whatever reason, I didn't get it free, and at that point, I was so pissed
They
off. I
kicked
didn't
him
care.
out. They kicked him out. They said,
Sir, you've been without a woman for this long. We're just going to kick you off the site.
Sir, you emailed every single one of our members.
I mean, I sent every type of email. I did your generic, Hayes. I did, I saw this on your profile. That's really interesting. Blah, blah, blah. I've tried stupid pickup lines. I've tried dirty. I've literally anything you could send someone, I sent it. None of it worked.
Now,
How close are you to getting a prostitute?
It's
I mean,
It's crossed your mind.
how close? How close are you to getting a number off Backpage tonight?
Backpage.
Backpage.
Even though
doesn't
they
exist
shut.
no more.
I know. I'm just saying though.
They changed
you know what
it.
I'm
They
saying,
changed
though.
it to Blackpage.
I've kicked that idea.
So if you go
around.
on Blackpage,
All right. Okay. I got a scenario for you. Next time you go to Europe, Europe.
next
Europe.
time you go to Europe,
Next time
Someone's
I
got
go
to
to
mess a word up
Europe,
here. Just go for it.
I mean, Frankfurt's supposedly one of like the top sex capitals according to.
And he
one of the
knows
guys
because
who
he
work.
looked it up.
Just
He
make
looked
su-
it up.
just make sure you get your tetanus shot before you go over there.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
But I mean, shit, I give up. I don't care anymore.
You're over it. Because I remember there was one point you said it had been so long, you were now pickier than originally. Are you still pickier?
The frame of thought is, if it's not going to be consistent, it might as well be good.
yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, if it's something every week, kind of whatever. But I mean, damn, come on, you know how long it's been.
But that
We're
train
hitting
of thought,
anniversaries.
You're starving, or you can have a little piece of something that's not that great.
But
That's
think
true.
about it. If you're dehydrated in the desert, would you rather a drip of water to tease you that you might get some later, or would you rather just keep being thirsty?
I'm going to take the drop of water before I die.
I'd rather keep it. Well, no, you don't know if you're going to get water or not. You just got the little
You
drop
just got
of
the
water.
drop.
I mean, why would I say no to the drop, though?
Raindrop.
You're
Tease.
just going to be.
It's
gonna
a
be
complete
I don't-
tease.
I'm too good for that raindrop. I'm going to wait.
Drop
I'll
top.
be like, whatever you got, let me have it. Raindrop. Drop top. Zubba-dubba-dubba-dubba.
Fucking on your bitch, you ta ta ta.
Cooking the crack pot.
So at this point, I'm kind of. It has to be me, which now I'm at a point of like I'd rather go on a double date and see maybe someone can give me some criticism. Even I'll take it.
Lucci, this is what we're going to do. Your next date
My
Me
next
and
date.
me and Cy
And
are gonna be
in the booth right behind you. You're going to be
with
mic'd
the-
up.
And I
He's going to have earpiece.
Yo, if I could get a lav mic, dude, oh man, that'd be great. Just hook it right on your shirt where she can't see it, and then me and Cy are gonna sit there. We're gonna get like Inspector Gadget
But
jackets.
the thing is,
and,
me and Tom won't have the same ideas, so we'll just be saying two different things in your ear, and you'll have to figure out which one you
And
like.
oh, dude, we'll have to. Who they used to do that to, right? Remember where they both had the microphones and they tell the person what to say to her?
Yeah.
That'd get reckless. I think we'd hurt people's feelings.
Yeah.
You start doing like
Like,
the
if she
Practical
says-
Jokers thing where you're just watching from a camera in the back.
Yeah.
Ooh. I think we
Yeah,
should
we
do
can
it.
that.
How about a double date with Alex? Not like with him. You're like
I would hope not with
Yeah.
him.
he'll have a
You're
date.
with
you'll have a
Alex,
date.
and then somebody else comes with a date.
You could always just go gay.
Why? I got a great idea for a dating company. Why don't they just have like double like a Tinder thing, but double dates? It's all pairs.
We already patent that for anyone listening.
Scandals,
That's good.
LLC. That's who
LLC.
patented it.
restricted.
I don't know, because what if you
Trademark.
end up with 3 people that plan this and they're psychopaths?
Well, you won't be the only one there. There's at least backup.
What if there's 4 of you and none of you like each other?
Oh, it's just the worst.
Now we're just getting into like a dating roulette here.
Lucci's on a double date with Johnny Manziel.
So you would put me with one of the person I probably hate most in this world.
You don't even know him, dude.
Yeah, what if he's cool? What if he wants to buy you a Lambo?
What if my aunt had balls?
Should be your uncle.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel about that.
On that note,
That's all I have to say about that.
That's all I have to say
Lucci,
about that.
I want to wish you luck
Yeah, we wish you luck.
in your dating life. Any women that want to send their resume over,
Send it to at ordinarygentleman1@yahoo.com.
or if you know
any,
anyone single,
send it to ordinary.
I'm going to put a picture up on our Instagram.
Yeah, there will be a
Lucci.
picture up on our Instagram, ordinary.gentleman.cast. Google us on YouTube, same thing, Ordinary Gentleman Cast. Basically everywhere. Just search Ordinary Gentleman
Put
Cast.
it all
will
together
show up
like
for
one
us.
word.
Yeah.
It'll come up.
It was George. He left because he sucks. So
Yeah, George
what
is
else is
an
new?
asshole.
So it was George, Cy, Lucci, and me, Tom.
Thanks for coming, Luch.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks, Lucci.
Had fun.